Hey Vincent, how you doing?
Very good, very good. How are you doing
Cool.
today?
Good. Busy. Just dropped off one of my staff members at the airport, sending him back to Arizona. Got clients upping ad budgets and doing demos and recordings and everything else. So I know you got some questions about our white label SaaS, is what I've got in the notes for the meeting. So I'm assuming.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be pretty frank.
Yeah.
Just a little bit about me. I'm an IT technician,
Okay.
uh, kind of in that cybersecurity realm, but
Hmm.
more or less trying to pivot over somewhat starting my own agency.
Gotcha.
I was really interested in Reviewly just because I wanted something that was a little bit more, straightforward. I didn't want
Hmm.
to convolute I wanted to just start off a small business. I think there were like a few other white label software as a service options, but once I came across Revealy, I was like, okay, this is perfect. Like, this is kind of what I'm looking for, especially for like SMS. I guess I'm in the early stages, just trying to get my domain, my website built out. So I guess now I'm just looking at the next steps for the handshake to integrate Reviewly with my website, and if there's any like technical, I don't know, documentation or assistance completing that, or is it just kind of, I guess that's where I'm at. I watched the
Okay.
video and it was more or less like for the client base for the sales pitch, which is
Hmm.
great. But I guess I'm on the technical side now where I want to go ahead and see if I can start getting that ball rolling.
Cool. How technical are you on like website stuff? I know you're in IT. That doesn't necessarily mean that you know tech
Correct.
side.
Yeah, like exactly like general, like, getting and integrating APIs, everything else from HTML and CSS. I'm not like a
Could you
complete
link a
expert.
button on a page? Like, could you do something like
Exactly.
that?
I can link. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
exactly.
Then you're fine, man. So here's the cool part about Reviewly. Reviewly is obviously a white label SaaS solution
Yes.
that is built specifically for newer agencies that don't want the complicated big funnel CRM setup. It will get you up and running and able to sell to clients very quickly. And the reason for that and the why it's built this way is lots of my customers. I mean, I've got a couple thousand customers in the system and into our school group and things like that. Come from I'm looking for a side hustle or a second job, or I'm just not a technical person from that aspect. So the way it's built is you don't need to be technical from there, and you can get your first client in there up and running without having to have that like technical nightmare in there. So with that being said, for you, if you're already building your website, we have the ability to do a Stripe integration
Oh,
directly
perfect.
with Stripe.
Yes.
We may expand, but we've never really had anybody ask it. But if you can get a Stripe account, which you should be able to, if you
Yes.
have an agency, you have a business, you can literally just put your API keys into our software, and our software will help you generate subscriptions, either trials, free accounts, annual accounts, monthly, billing accounts, things like that for the devices or for the account itself. And then you can just put those links right there on your website by embedding them into the button, since you're technical enough to be able to
That's
link to a button.
perfect.
And
Yes.
when they pay, they're going to click on the link on your site, go to your Stripe payment, not ours. And then once that transaction happens, we kick them out the email underneath your brand. And then they log in and they go through our three-step process, which is going to be validate their Google business profile, select the number that they're going to be using for the SMS, and then who's going to receive the alerts. And what I would recommend as a newer agency, you get them signed up, onboarded, you work with them hand in hand just to kind of get them moving. And then from that point forward, once they're already moving and seeing results, you're just monitoring them and they're paying you for a service, and you can be hands off at that point if you want to
Perfect.
be.
Okay. That makes it really simple and easy.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
guess I'm just,
You might be
technical,
overthinking a
not
little bit. Like a lot of people do. It's like, oh, I got to do
overthinking.
this. Yeah.
Yes.
And then I mean, there are platforms out there that will also do marketing or CRMs or all the stuff. Reviewly is built for the newer agency or for the scaling agency that doesn't
Correct.
want to handle all the other stuff. And honestly, it's business owner centric. So you don't have to get in there, and the business owner can either give you the Google business profile that by adding you to the management of their profile so you can connect it for them, or if they log in and they're already logged in their Gmail account, they just connect their profile. That's the hardest thing with this entire
Yes.
software. Um, Everything in the platform is already pre-set up. So it's kind of plug and play, where in just a few moments you can get in and start sending the messages. Now you can customize them and things like that. But for a lot of these businesses, what we have in there, they just edit one or two words and they're ready to go. And it makes it very hands off and scalable for you.
Got it. All right, perfect. And then you kind of touched on my other question because I did want to go into like the free trials. Obviously, if I'm because I have a couple of like businesses, I'm already kind of already just like word of mouth
Yep.
speaking
Great.
with.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I'm really just trying to ramp this up, and my I guess my target audience were going to be contractors. I'm in Arizona as well,
Okay, cool.
so
I
it's
just
like
moved from
this.
Arizona to California, so
Oh,
I was intrigued.
nice.
Yeah. So,
So like there's like this huge market with like all these like contractors that are
yep.
just like fighting for, just trying to even get seen. So I'm working with them, and they're kind of like on the fence, like, oh, okay, like how does it work? Do I have to just pay? Is it,
Yep.
hey, I just pay and like it's just getting started. So is if I were to pitch like a free trial, what's typically the time frame, and like
Great
what's like the
question.
free trial include?
Cool. I'm chomping at the bit to respond to this one
Yeah.
for you. Okay. So first of all, it's a great question. It's a great question from like a new agency that's kind of getting started. You already have a lead source, right? So you've already got guys that you want to basically say, hey, let me make you one of my 3 or 5 case studies so I can use this to show other folks around the country like
Yes.
how I can make this work for you. So when you join Reviewly.ai, you'll be invited into a private community of other marketing agencies that also have the software that are using it. And inside of there, I teach how I sell this as an agency as well. So I don't only own the software company, but I also have my own marketing agency that we do somewhere between $500,000 to $1 million a year. And a lot of that comes from offering services just like this. And with those services, we have a review sprint that we talk about. Hey, look, let's get you 10 reviews in the next 10 days. We're going to add in your most recent customers into our SMS system for the last 30 to 45 days of customers, and we're going to market to them to help get feedback. Our AI tool is going to help generate the proper reviews for them and then get those posted online. And we're going to help you respond to those with our AI system already built in. To keep that simple for a business owner, you can do a couple things. I like to do, hey, we're going to help generate you 10 new reviews in the next 10 days. Here's a couple things that I need from you. Just activate the account. I'll give it to you free for 14 to 30 days. So all you do is activate the account, connect, and we're going to run from there. So then from that point, you're going to work with them to get their contact list and then upload that, make sure the messaging, everything's good for their brand. Send a test to yourself, send a test to them. They give you the thumbs up. You can send it to the first up to like 25 to 50 a day, depending on the volume, right? A contractor that's doing roofing is not going to have 50 jobs a day unless they're like a $50 million a year company. But your smaller one off, hey, give me the last 30 days to 45 days of jobs that you've done. We're going to input those customers, and then you're going to tailor their expectations appropriately. About, anywhere from 15 to 25% of everybody you send that feedback request to is going to go all the way through the process and leave you a review. About half will respond, but not everybody's going to leave you a review. So we're going to help you with the AI, maybe get a few more of those online as well. Another thing, I don't know if you saw this, Vincent, we have is we've actually got the white label review devices. So
Oh yeah.
these absolutely crush it. This is like your
Yes.
in-office check-in, check-out process, right? These are for your construction guys out on the job. Hey, you're happy? Sales guy doing the estimate, they send this out, they tap it, and they're going to get a response
Oh
from there. And
yes.
that goes straight to Google. That bypasses the feedback filters and all that stuff. It doesn't do anything other than send them straight there on the spot to go to Google to leave the review. You can actually get those as an agency at a discounted price that you can mark up. So you actually do make a profit off them and you control the device. So you say, hey, part of the trial is I'm going to give you one of these cards. I'm just going to give you one of these cards. You can preset it up for them. You can see the overall results. Are they tapping it? Are they clicking? Are they going through? And then you can be like, hey, you've got one click in the last 10 days. I know that you're not asking for the reviews. Or, hey, you guys got 25 taps in the last 10 days and you've got 7 reviews. Would you like to keep going? Well, they got reviews. They're happy, right? Everybody, if you're getting,
That's
I get
awesome.
text messages almost every day for reviews that come in for my clients or for my company. And I'm like, I don't want that to turn off. I want that Google review alert every day. So now They want to see that coming in. They're going to get increased visibility. They're going to get higher conversion on their Google Business Profile, more calls. That means more sales. That means more revenue in their pocket. So all you do is you set up a review sprint. Hey, I'm going to work to get you 10 reviews in the next 10 days. I'm going to set this up. I'm going to let you run it for 10 days. And after 10 days, we're going to come back and we're going to see how we did. You are going to be checking in on a like bi-daily basis just to kind of see. And if after like 3 or 4 days, they haven't done anything, call them. Be like, hey, you guys have this. You haven't done anything with it. Or, hey, I saw that you sent out 20 feedback requests and you guys have 3 new reviews. How cool is that? At that point, now you start talking about, well, hey, you guys want to continue on with the service. It's $99, $199 a month, depending on the level of service that you want. Now, Vincent, you've built in results for them in advance, and you've got a built-in MRR, monthly recurring revenue, for your agency. A happy client. Ask them for other referrals of, hey, know anybody else? Maybe not a direct competitor for your roofing company, or maybe a friend that owns one that could benefit from this. Or, you're on job sites. What other guys do you work with that would benefit from this? Where if they're referring you roofing jobs, but if I got them double the jobs, that they'd be able to refer you more, who would you like to have this kind of success as well? And then just have that question back and forth with them. They might send you 3 or 5 additional leads. Now you're just having conversations and people are getting results with Vincent and they're moving forward with your agency.
Yeah, man. I mean, you kind of hit it right on the head. Like I guess my niche, just having somewhat of a like already a background in construction. I mean, all of these guys, they market and communicate with one another. So if you got a framer, you got electrician. If you got electrician, you got
the specialist.
Stucco.
Yeah. Then you even got the general contractor, right? That's probably hiring all these subcontractors. So you just start talking, get one of these guys some results, and then just be like, hey, I'm going to be in your area. I'll just bring you by lunch just to kind of see what the site looks like. Maybe we get a couple of pictures of you on the site, and then you'll see some of the other guys. Be like, oh yeah, hey, I'm the review guy that gets Vincent or Jeff over here all the reviews. Would you guys want to try it out? 10 reviews in the next 10 days. Like, I'm going to try to work with you guys on that. Yeah. One thing though, if they're doing 2 jobs a month, don't guarantee them 10 reviews or don't promise the 10 reviews. We're going to work to get to that.
Correct.
Tailor appropriately. Like, hey, how many jobs a month are you doing? You're doing 3 because you're one guy in a truck, or, oh, you have 7 trucks. Okay. So you're probably doing 30 jobs a month. I bet you I can probably get you 5 to 15 new reviews every single month for all of those jobs. Some guys are going to have things in place. Some won't, but I would bet you that 8 out of 10, if not 9 out of 10, do not have a way to do it right there on the spot with a physical device.
Correct. Yep. That's definitely it. Okay. And then I guess this is great. And, really wanted to focus. This has kind of just been something that's been in my mind. So, other than, like, let's just say like there's like a technical issue of some sort.
With us on our side?
Yes, correct.
Okay, like, perfect. Great question.
Yeah.
So inside of your account, you're going to have the ability to put your email in there for customer support. So they will not talk to us at all. If you have any sort of technical issue, you'll raise it through our support, and then they usually respond within 1 business day. I'm not going to say less than 1, but they normally do. It's usually 1 business day or less. And then they'll get in there, they'll look at your issue and help you resolve it. 99% of the time, it's a setup or configuration issue on the business owner or a slight misunderstanding, and we just unplug it, fix. If you find a real issue, it's usually just 1 to 3 business days, and we can fix it pretty quickly. So
awesome.
But there's very, very, very rarely is there actually anything that's a technical issue that's more than a misunderstanding. And like I mentioned earlier on this call, we have it built around the business owner. So it's very business owner centric. So a lot of the tech stuff and things behind the scenes, you won't even notice is happening if you're logging in at the agency or even at the business owner level, because all we want them to do is connect their Google Business Profile, select their number, figure out who's going to be getting the alerts, and then we can even automate the onboarding process. But after that, they can only click 1 or 2 places in the dashboard. They can't really break anything. It's set up so it's like, I don't want to say for a toddler, but it's like, something that's like, if you're trying to do this on the go, on the phone, you are not sitting in front of a computer all day. You're working with your hands. You don't want to be in somebody's software doing stuff. So this was built so that they actually don't have to log into the software if they have the devices, because this will help them get the reviews. They can automate one time with you the setup process where we can connect with QuickBooks, HubSpot, and then other platforms like High Level, as well as through like you know what APIs are. So APIs, webhooks, where they can send the contact record after an invoice is closed with something like Stripe. If they use Stripe, sends out immediately the text message, so they don't have to do anything. And then when the review comes in, we text it to them. So if you can set them up where they have a physical device, it's automated on the technical side, and they're just getting text messages on their phone of new reviews, and they can respond right there from their text message. They're never logging in. They're happy. They know that you're getting them results because they're seeing the new Google reviews via text message. They're responding. All they got to do is tap in yes or Y, and we'll help them respond, and they're done.
Nice. Okay. Awesome. And then one last question here.
Sure, shoot.
As far as pricing goes,
Yep.
I'm assuming as soon as I sign up, is it just like set pricing for, agencies? Is it just like
Yep.
almost kind of like the same process?
Yeah. So since we're on recording, I won't give you the exact. I'll tell you what the pricing is currently because it's going to change and stuff this quarter as we add in new features. On our website, you can take a trial. It's going to move out to a 7-day trial for you as an agency that you can get in. It'll give you time to get set up, get your first couple clients in there. From there, and then you'll get rebilled at the level that you get in at from there. And then that's a set price, and there's no white label fee. We waive that. For our agencies right now. And then you have full use of the platform. So you won't have to like, oh, do I have to unlock or anything like that? Nope. You just get in. I just keep it very simple. Just get in, use it, and use your customers. Depending on the level that you get in at, you'll have X amount of users. So let's say that you have 20 locations that you can work with. You know what those locations each cost. It's built into your subscription. If you go over those, you let us know, or inside of your billing pricing platform, you'll just adjust that, hey, I need to add in this next block of locations. And you already know it's very clear and transparent what our pricing is. And then for you to charge your customers, you can charge them whatever you want. You can give this away for free to charge them $1,000 a month. We're not going to take any of that. And we don't even know what you're charging without looking, because it's your Stripe from there. But what I would recommend is what you'll see inside of our school group and our community is the value that you're giving them is generating reviews, responding. They're going to see SEO. They're going to see higher conversion on the Google Business Profile, more calls, more sales. You can sell this at $99 to $499 a month easily. Most people start, if you're brand new, somewhere between $100 and $200 a month. It's kind of like a nuisance fee, right? It's one of those small things where you're like, I'm not going to cancel that because it's getting me the results. It's not so high that they're like, ooh, I just got billed, but maybe I didn't have as many jobs this month and I didn't have as many reviews. So maybe I'll tell Vincent we'll pause this month and we'll come back later and things like that. At that price range of $200 a month and under, most of the time they're not going to cancel at all because there's no reason for them to. They're seeing the value in just a few reviews coming in, and they know that they're monitoring it and going from there.
Got it. And so I'm assuming that me being like a newer agency, getting those initial leads is going to play pretty much a big vital role, especially if like I'm going to go ahead and start paying for a subscription. So like, let's just say like you have like 20 available, like I would want to more or less just have those companies or those businesses already kind of going as a 7-day trial period is pretty quick.
Yep.
So I guess where I'm looking at is like, okay, I shouldn't just have it to where maybe I'm only talking to 1 or 2 businesses to get started, but maybe I have like quite a, maybe like 10.
Yeah, I would always like get it going. I would say talk to 10 and say, hey, I'm going to take 3 to help build a case study where I'll give this to you for free for the next 30 days. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we'll do the 10 reviews in 10 days. And then I'll give you access to the software for up to a month to show you that this works, as long as I can publicly use you as a case study.
Yes. Okay.
From there. And then that way they're like, okay, cool. I'll try. Like you already have guys that are willing to try it out, right? Just say, hey, look, I'll give you 30 days in the software. If they're in our software and you're seeing results and they're on a paid Stripe link in your software for a 30-day trial that is going to hit on the 1st of next month because you signed them out on the 1st of this month, why would you leave our software? And why would they leave you if they're getting results? Now you start to build your business. Now you go talk to other businesses. Hey, I've got 3 businesses that I've gotten 7 reviews, 10 reviews, 12 reviews, 2 reviews of my couple case studies. Let me show you what I'm doing for them and how we can help yours as well. And then you put them into a 14-day trial because the business owners, I like to see them get in. It takes them a couple of days to get all their stuff running. They've got to schedule maybe a setup call or figure out who manages the Google Business Profile because a lot of times they don't even know. Or somebody that used to work for them or Mary in the office does it. So you got to get in a call with them. set it up, and then boom. Okay, now they got at least a full week in the software that you can monitor and go from there. So that's why we do a 2 week with our businesses.
Got it.
So
All right, perfect.
cool.
This has been awesome. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to speak with me.
Oh, I love these
Um,
calls because it's easy. I get to see kind of what questions are happening from the agency side.
yeah, no, I mean, like it the website's great. It answers a lot of questions. It kind of explains quite a bit. So I'm very confident in what I'm actually going to be offering.
Mhm.
So I think that was kind of like the big question, because I went through a couple of websites. I'm like, yeah, this is a lot. Like this is quite
That's
a
why
bit
we
to,
built it this way. Thank you.
yes. So, but perfect. Okay. Well, I am going to be working on the website. That's kind of where I'm at. So still, again, like a little bit of the early stages, just trying to
Mhm.
get it
Well, to help you out,
polished
we
up.
actually give you a website to sell our services that you can just plug your link into to help you fast track when you
Oh, okay.
join.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things. We'll actually, our team will provide you a link to a Lovable site. It's called lovable.dev, where it's an AI builder that you can actually go in there, put it into your own thing for free on their site. You'll host it with them, not with us. And then you can edit it. It'll put their little tag on that was built with Lovable, but then you can have a white label sales video that I've created for you, content that helps pre-sell the 10 reviews in 10 days, and you just put your link in the button, tweak it for however you want, and you're good to go, Vincent.
So once you sign up,
Yep,
then
just talk to
I'll,
our support staff. It's in the training in the school community too, underneath some of our like a little bit of a later training. But yeah, it'll actually we'll give that to you as well.
okay. All right. Sounds good.
So